So what are funnels inside of Kajabi? Let's have a look in this video. Now we're under the marketing tab. To get into this, we click on funnels and you will see that straight away you've got a guide in here that is telling you a bit about what to do. You've got links off to some really good resources. So I encourage you, have a look at that, learn about it, hear from Kajabi. The beauty is they will keep this up to date. I might find that things have changed and what I'm creating over here on YouTube might need updating to be able to keep up with them. So always check out what Kajabi have got in there. They have some great tutorials for you. So really what's happening here, a lot of you I'm sure will get the idea of a funnel. You know, this is your pre-built set of emails, pages that people are coming through, whether this is to, well, I'll tell you what, let's click get started and you'll see the options that we've got up on here. So it might be that you want to there are templates in here that will get you started. So maybe it's a freebie. You want to generate leads, give your community valuable content with a free lead magnet. Maybe this is a sales page. So this is nurture leads to a sales and checkout page with an 8 email sequence. It's going to give you all this. It's going to build these emails out for you. Product launch, a Zoom webinar, a book, coaching campaigns, simple sales page. Now, keep in mind that depending on which plan you're on, if you're on the basic plan, you get 3 funnels. Used to be called pipelines. If you're on the growth plan, you will get 15 of these. And that might seem strange to restrict this. Honestly, I'm not quite sure of the thinking behind why they limit this. It's not a product, it's just a built out funnel. I don't tend to use them now as an experienced user on Kajabi. I know what I want. I'll build my landing page, I'll create my form, I'll do my sales page, my thank you page, things like that. And sometimes it can take as long to take out the stuff that it's put in for you that you don't actually want than it can be just to start from scratch. But I do recommend, if you're new to this, that you do have a look at how these funnels are laid out. It'll give you a nice page that they're all on as well. And talking about starting out, if you don't actually have Kajabi yet and you're just doing your research on this, then I'd love to offer you an extended free trial. Instead of the 14 days that Kajabi give you, I can give you a 30-day free trial. And as a thank you for using our affiliate link, you'll get our 28-day Kajabi Kickstart Challenge, where you'll get to build and sell your first mini course and use a free lead magnet to grow your email list. You'll be amazed at how simple this is to set up, and we've seen customers who have been making sales within that 28 days. And because we're committed to your success, every affiliate of ours is invited to our Kajabi Academy, where we'll support you in our community that includes bi-weekly support calls with us. And if you stay on past your trial period, that 30 days, we'll continue to support you totally free of charge within that community. If you're interested in that, you'll see a link below this video to our Kajabi Kickstart. Now let's come back to our funnels and we'll just have a look here a minute at, let's try one of these freebie funnels. Firstly, show me how. Let's see what it's going to give us, a little explanation and a tutorial here. So we're going to create an opt-in, an email, and a thank you. So quite an easy one here. Let's click create the funnel. Name your funnel. Just going to put first funnel. It's telling us to put the PDF in now. Should have done that. So it's now created for us an opt-in page. I'm assuming you've been following through this playlist. If you've seen our other videos, we've seen the page builder. It's slightly different here in that it's on the right side of the page instead of being over there on the left. But the same idea, we click here and we change the content to the side. And so we would put, it's saying in here, describe the value, and then it's saying let your users know exactly what they'll receive. So it is prompting you to know what to do. If you already have an idea for this landing page, you're not going to want this. And this is what I mean in sometimes you're stripping this out. And it might well be that, again, if you looked at the video we did on landing pages, we showed you in there all those templates that were in there, and you might look and go, I've already got my design. I know exactly what I want it to look like. Well, now it becomes hard because you've already started with this default one that they've built for you in here. Yeah, this is putting this in. You can click any of these sections here and it will change it around. And we need to tie this up. Well, one of the things this has done is, because this has built this out for us, I was about to say we need to tie this up to a form, but this has already created a form for us. So we can leave this page. We haven't touched anything. It's built out the form and it's built us out a thank you page. So very simple for us to do. It's prompting you on there. So we've now created, as quick as that, a page that you could send people to. We can click in this background here, and as we click on background, We can change the image that's in the background. This one we've got, again, I've pointed these things out in previous videos, but we can adjust that opacity of what's going on back there. So that's what the original image looked like. And then just by darkening it down, it means the text is easier to read. If you wanted to change this layout, so we've got a text and a form, but maybe you wanted the text to sit above the form. So we could say desktop layout, place on its own row. And now it's laying it out this way. So there's a lot of option to how this could look. We can see what this would look like on a phone as well. And we could save this. So if you really want a quick, simple solution and you're not over fussy, then we've just made this straight off. Then here's our email sequence. We saw this. We've just been looking at emails in the last couple of videos. And do just make sure, I've actually had emails sent to me where someone hasn't come through and changed things, and it's still got these little bits in brackets going, tell your customer this. Really not cool. And then there's our thank you page. And that would be a link then to download the PDF that we've got. So under there, we would click, and under call to action, download now, the action is to download a file. We've still got those other options there, but in this case, it would be, they've put their email in, they've now come to the page to download this goodie. We pick our file, we upload it into here, and then when they click that button, it will download it for them. So that's why when at the start of the funnel, it said, include your PDF now, and it would have popped that in for us. So there's our funnel, and it lays it out nicely like this as well, so we can see that and work through it. If we wanted to add pages into this, we can do. Let me come back. Let's just have a quick look at a different one. I want to show you one that's got, so this has got 8 emails in this. What does this include? Yeah, here we go. So a webinar funnel. So I was just talking in the last video about events, and what did we call that? First webinar. I'm not very creative with these names, am I? Let's stick with that. We were talking in this about a Kajabi Kickstart webinar. So we would put the webinar link in here, and we would put the proper thing in, obviously, and we'd put the date and the time. So we were just saying in the last one that we would do this at 5 p.m. next Wednesday. I'm going to get these reminders showing up now. Let's put a time in. We're going to select an offer. So you'd need to have these things ready. The only offer that we've got in here is this one. Okay, so it's asked us up front, what's the title of this? The meeting link to, if it was Zoom that you were doing the webinar, or at YouTube or somewhere else, the time, and then the actual offer. And it's now going to create this for us. And I'm sure this is going to take a few minutes. Okay. So this has done a lot of the work for us. Again, we are kind of using their templates and styles here, but here we go. So this would be your registration page, as it says there, for your webinar. You put your details in. You can build out in here. So if you wanted to add images at the top, countdown timers, anything like this, you just click, and all of those options are available to you. Customize that, change that background image, take it off altogether, and just have a solid color back there. In fact, let me just show you what would this look like if that was just a plain white background back there. The text should flip over. It hasn't, so you might need to manually go in and just change the text. So when I look in here, yeah, text color, I want to remove the color, and then it should stick with the default, and it will flip black to white then. So it could look very different. Brand it out however you like. Add your images and things. What you do, it will add it at the bottom, and then when you come back, you can just rejig it so that then your image sits up at the top if you want. You wouldn't have anything as big as that at the top. You just want to be able to see what's going on, but you get the idea. You can build this out. I'm not going to save it actually. Then we've got a confirmation page. This is where the countdown timer is coming in by the looks of it. So if somebody registers, it's going to send them across to this that says, thank you. Check your email for information on how to access it, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Lovely, isn't it? Also created for us our sales page. So again, these are the bits that for me, I kind of know how I want my page to sit, and I've now got to go through and delete all these parts out. But if you're starting, this is amazing. It's actually prompting you that, let's put a testimonial, let's show the 3 benefits. Let's put this up here. So it's created your sales page, and it's even done your offer checkout as well. So it's linked to that. We'd already made this offer, this no more editing. It was a virtual video editor course. So it's linked to that we'd pre-made. And then your emails. So look, it's pre-populated all of this. If you just saw the event video that I did, you'll see that we started this. So this one says at time of registration. These are the ones that you've got to make sure you go through and edit. So subject, thanks, you saved your spot. So it's because it can't put the subject in. So it's suggesting to me that we put that in up there. And so I'm going to do it this way around. Thanks, your registration for webinar name. So you need to put that in. Don't leave it like that. Here are your details. This is what it's actually pulling in. When you can see these sort of twin brackets like this, it will pull that detail in. And then it's saying insert a number of bullet points. I can't emphasize this enough. Do not let these emails go out with these kind of bits in, because you will never get a sale from someone that sees you've just sent a template out. Email 2. So this is 2 days before the event. And so your story, teaching points and date. So it's prompting you what should be in here. And then you change that out. How I got here, my story. And away you go. Then your third email, 1 day before, 15 minutes before. And then this is the event itself. Then 1 minute after the event. And it's prompting and suggesting link to recap video and sales page. I don't know how you send them to the recap video when it's 1 minute after the event. 1 day after, 2 days after, 3 days after. So you can see in there for an email sequence to follow up like this. That's really cool. So this has all been created for you in like under a minute. It just depends how fussy you are on the design. This needs to still fit, and it doesn't want to look completely different and like, hang on a minute, that's not what his normal branding's like. Where are we? It wants to feel the same. Put your branding and things in here, but a really good way to start. One thing you can do is, I say you've got 3 funnels. If you're on the basic plan, you can actually delete these and you can have another one. So 3 kind of active funnels. So if you just want to have a play with this during your trial period of Kajabi, you're curious what it will give you, you can absolutely build out these funnels, play with it. Maybe later when you come back, and if you started the other way around and you came in up here and you built your own landing pages, let's look again at those templates. You may well be saying, yeah, but this is the landing page that I want. So you could almost keep the 2 windows open or take a screenshot and go, all right, so they were the elements I needed. Now I want to build it over here. It's a shame you can't just apply this template on the top of that page in a similar way to what you can do with the website. You can just put a new template on the website and it'll just pull everything around. As far as I'm aware, that isn't possible with a landing page. Certainly one that's part of a funnel here. So there you go, that's funnels. So for any kind of sequence really where you're taking people through pages, through events, email sequence, that would be a funnel. It's a journey that we're taking somebody on, and chances are there's one there that you can start with. So do have a look at that, but definitely watch some of those videos as well that Kajabi have made just to prompt you and get you started with funnels. But yeah, hope you found that useful. We're going to look next at forms. So down here, why don't you come and join us and let's see what we can talk about with forms.